Welcome back to Green-HillGaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this Streets of Rage 4 live stream, I will be doing something different by showing you a lot of extras. So if you like things like character info and concept art, you will love this Streets of Rage 4 live stream. So as always, sit back, relax, stay safe, but more importantly, enjoy the live stream. So I will start by showing you some character, can't even talk in this live stream, character info. Starting off with Axel Stone. His occupation, he's an ex-cop. I just see that my buddy is very excited with some news. Howdy do to my lovely viewer. Welcome to Green-HillGaming. Welcome to my Streets of Rage 4 live stream, where once again I will be doing something completely different with the Streets of Rage 4 live stream. And in this live stream I will be showing you a lot of extras, starting with character info. We're kicking things off with Axel Stone, so you can actually read that yourself there for a while I reply to my buddy. I want to type something really funny. Oh god, wait, no. So read that amongst yourselves like it's a classroom. And if you would like, then I can read it, because I know you all like to hear my lovely voice. So this is Axel Stone. His occupation, he's an ex-cop. His fighting style is martial arts. His hobby is video games. He is fairly powerful, quite...
Pussy.
What would you call it?
Where's MK?
MK is scheduled for the next
emoji
live
happy
stream
tears
on Green-HillGaming. Damien, buddy, as always, welcome to Green-HillGaming. Welcome to my Streets of Rage 4 live stream. Once again, I am doing something different in this Streets of Rage 4 live stream by giving you some extras, a lot of stuff like character info and concept art and stuff like that. So, exciting stuff. And I promise you, I will be returning to Mortal Kombat 11 in my next live stream. Chronica will get her up and comings, don't you worry. So he's got a 4-star power, 3-star technique, 3-star speed, 2-star jump and 3-star stamina. So he's quite a balanced character. Now you can see beside and around him are his past selves. So you've got Streets of Rage 1, 2 and 3 Axel Stone as well. They're all playable characters. His moves are Grand Upper.
Chronica.
Chronica is extremely overpowered, to be honest with you. She's probably the most overpowered villain in the entire Mortal Kombat series. Grand Uppercut, I would presume that is. Dragon Smash, Dragon Wing and Grand Hook. After the fall of Mr. X, Axel retired from the police force and moved out of the city. Desperate to find true strength beyond his fists, he went to live in the wilderness. He spent his days training, meditating and studying. However, despite his love for the simpler life,
that
a call
sounded
from
like
Blaze...
Chronica.
I did actually, to be honest with you. I thought that's what you typed originally. Blaze was all it took for him to return to the city once more. Blaze Fielding, her occupation is a dance instructor. Fighting style is judo. Hobby is Lambda Dad. I'm not going to read out the power, technique and speed and jump and stamina and stuff, but she's quite a balanced fighter as well. Her moves are Kikua, Showa. Do you know what? I'm not going. Vertical slash is all I can read, to be honest with you. I'll stick with vertical slash. Blaze was dishonorably charged from the police force when she refused to take anger management classes after punching the commissioner in the face over an ethical disagreement. Probably, you know, forced the commissioner to be a vegan, possibly. These days she works as a dance instructor and choreographer for local musicals. She still has a bad habit of getting into street brawls. With her ear ever to the ground, she picked up on a rumbling of a new crime syndicate and immediately started calling in old favours. Sherry Hunter, occupation guitarist, fighting style pogo. What the hell is pogo? Hobby, repairing motorbikes. Being the daughter of Adam Hunter, the most decorated cop the force has ever known, isn't easy. It comes with a lot of baggage and a lot of frustrations. While Sherry inherited his brawling talents, she didn't inherit his desire for law and order. Choosing to devote her life to music, she spends most of her nights playing electro-progressive rock in some of the most dangerous dives in the city. Next we have Jackson Briggs. Occupation, he's a Freemason. Not really, not that type of Mason. Fighting style, Akushin Fist. Hobby, defending Earth Realm from the Nether Realm and Earth Realm and everything else. Jax had always worked hard for the local community until a horrible work accident, until Ermac took away his arms. The management at the construction company decided to invest in lawyers rather than helping him with the massive medical bills. In the end, help came from Dr. Zane, with whom Floyd spent years learning how to build and use his new cybernetic arms, which Zan had developed. When Blaze called on Dr. Zane to help, Jax was the one who answered. So Jax makes a massive cameo in Streets of Rage 4. He's currently ready to complete the story of Streets of Rage 4. Then we have Adam Hunter. His occupation is a special SIF agent. Fighting style boxing. Hobby, bonsai trees. After the events of 10 years ago, Adam just wanted to take care of his daughter, Sherry. But he was called on to join the Special Forces and infiltrate the new organizations, gaining control of the city. Having been in the shadows for too long, he finally decided to finish the fight he started. Hey Damien, you looking forward to Mafia remake, man? Is it actually going to be one game covering the story of 1, 2 and 3? That's what it sounds like. But the whole thing is a remake as opposed to a remaster. I bet you're really hyped for that, man. Mafia Collection. I don't know if they're remaking the first 3 games or else they're just... I don't know much about it, but it looks like they're basically going to be telling the first 3 games, the story of the first 3 games into one game, into one amazing remake. I bet you're hyped for that, man. Shiva. Occupation Dojo Master, fighting style Kempo, hobby meditation.
I cannot wait.
Oh man,
it's called Mafia Trilogy. 1, 2 and 3.
So is it actually going to include those 3 games separately, or will it actually like...
And I'm hyped.
I bet you are, man. Super hyped. Will it be 3 separate games, or will they just include those 3 games like into one kind of game? A bit like Mortal Kombat Trilogy, actually, weirdly enough, that I was speaking about in one of my earlier live streams, because that kind of acts as the telling of 1, 2 and 3, but in one game called Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and that was kind of like a remake too, actually. So I wonder what they'll do with it, like whether it'll be 3 games or whether it'll just be like kind of they'll tie them all into one game. It'll be interesting, but I'd say you are definitely hyped. After the fall of Mr. X, Shiva was enlightened and started a dojo to make use of his talent and promote Buddhist teachings. Unfortunately, many of his disciples left to join the new crime syndicate. What finally made up his mind, however, were the reports of animal cruelty at AYEL's secret labs. He loves animals, you see. Now he's just waiting for the moment to strike, and when he does, it amazes me.
More on the game on May 19.
Yeah, we'll hear more about that. Roll on May 19th. May 19th. May 19th, as Ken would say. This is hilarious. It took animal cruelty to get Shiva to stand against the criminal syndicate. So never mind the fact that they corrupted the police force, corrupted politicians, probably engage in drug use and kill people and other criminal activity. Never mind all that. But, my God, Mr. Y stepped on that puppy's toe. Paul, we can't be having that. Crazy, carry on. Skate Hunter. Skate is a typical teenager. He keeps up with the latest styles and he's slightly rebellious. He looks up to his big brother Adam. Other brothers thought that was his son, who is also his mentor and helps him train in martial arts. His occupation is a student, fighting style is street, and hobby is break dancing. Next up we have Max Thunder, who's silhouette. He's what you call it. He's the image behind him, makes him look like Bruce Lee, and then he just becomes Brock Lesnar or something. It's really weird to look at. His occupation is a pro wrestler, fighting style is wrestling, hobby is bodybuilding. Kicked out of the Pro Wrestling Association because he told Vince McMahon to go fuck himself. He joined Axel and Blaze to get rid of the Syndicate and also show his friends what a real German suplex is. Suplex City of Rage. Dr. Gulbert Zahn. His occupation is a scientist, fighting style is science. How the hell can you have a fighting style of science? What the hell are you going to do? What the hell are you going to do? Oh, the square root of pi is boom. The hell, like, hobby is bowling. Weird. Dr. Gilbert Zahn is a scientist, former Syndicate member. Didn't know that. And the one who discovered the element Rakushin. After the Syndicate betrayed him, he was forced to become a cyborg. He then contacted Blaze Fielding to get payback. Now he helps people and tries to undo what he did when the Syndicate employed. In particular, he built Floyd Jax's arms. So that's those are all the characters of Streets of Rage 4, a bit of background behind them. Next up we have an extremely large gallery. Trust me, well, that's not too large, 24 pages, but there's a lot of stuff to show. I probably will show half and half maybe in this live stream because this is a 30-minute live stream. We're already 15 minutes into it, but this is a concept art of Adam Hunter. Let me zoom in a little bit here, and I can move around the analog stick and zoom back out. So you can see at the top left-hand corner of the screen, this is Adam Hunter from Streets of Rage 1 and 2, I think. Just a little bit of art there. So this is what Adam Hunter would have looked like originally, but they kind of changed his design as the game developed. Next we have some more Adam Hunter images, but I don't know why Blaze Fielding makes a cameo in that. He's like, hey, it's all about you, Adam, isn't it? What about me? So you can see that his design has kind of like, kind of progressed. See, he's wearing a nice fashionable jacket there. That's the face of like, I don't give a fuck what syndicate you're from. When I get my hands on you, there's only one place you're going, and that's down. Did you like that promo? Now, finally, Axel Stone gets to make an appearance. So he's looking all like, you know, he's ready for the streets. That's all I can say about that look. So here we have some classic images of Axel Stone and how his design has kind of, they maybe wanted to go with his original design and kind of change it as they went along. Like one of the biggest changes you will see when you should go live. You should do live streams the second that game releases. I'm just waiting for my stream to unbuffer it. Is it unbuffered? Definitely not unbuffered at all. Oh, it's still buffering away. Oh lads, no, we're back. I think we're back. God, these 30-minute live streams, man, put me under pressure, man. It's fucking, I like it though. I like it. Okie dokie. So this is a very extensive look at Axel Stone. Very, very extensive. So you can see all the different types of colours and his headband, his jacket sleeves, his buttons, gloves, t-shirt, skin. Does he have a? Does he have a beard? He does have a beard, yeah. You can barely see it though. Next up we have Blaze Fielding, looking a little bit different. He's got a black jacket there instead of a red jacket. I actually quite like that black leather jacket, to be honest with you. It's a nice look. It's a nice look for Blaze Fielding. Hey Damon, who's more interesting? Me or one of those Epic Games employees? Not that I'm bashing Epic Games or anything, you know. Who's more entertaining now? No. Me talking about this or those Epic Games guys talking about the Unreal Engine 5 engine, going into detail about triangles and teraflops and God only knows what. So Blaze Fielding. More images of Blaze Fielding. So at the very far right, you get to see her classic look from Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3. And then this is obviously Streets of Rage 4. And Jesus, good Christ. She's definitely had a change in the second image there of Blaze Fielding. Oh, jeez, I'm on that. Oh, sorry. Pick up right there, that from back by exit. My God. And again, Axel Stone just making an appearance there, making a cameo. I don't know what that's about. More Blaze Fielding. So while there's no gameplay in this live stream, it's still something different from Streets of Rage 4. So I hope I'm delivering upon that. Some more Blaze Fielding. My God, Blaze Fielding looking very interesting indeed. So she's the character with what's the word for it? There's the word I'm looking for. And here we have Sherry Hunter, daughter of Adam Hunter. I wonder, is this all kind of influenced by the decision that NetherRealm made in Mortal Kombat X, where they kind of gave you like a daughter of Johnny Cage and Jax, the daughter of Jax as well, and what did you have? You had Kenshi's son, like the next generation. I wonder did they kind of get inspiration from that. I know that Tekken had that from the beginning, but that's not really the same thing really, because in Tekken they were in it originally. Like you had a family. The whole game was centered around a family anyway. Like, so it's not quite the same thing. Like, you know, like you didn't have to wait 10 years to have the son of Hayachi, you know. So that's Sherry Hunter. She's into her music, into her guitars as well. Up close and personal. This is like her student look. So like, does she have? She doesn't really have her backpack in this design, but in her original design, it seems like they kind of wanted to have her backpack kind of show off the fact that she was a student, you know. So another image. So on the left is her image with the guitar on her back, and on the right, she's got her rucksack. No, Jesus, here, Christ! They even made him. Oh, God. I mean, if that isn't Jax, I don't know Jax. I don't know who Jax is. Who's Jax? You know, that is Jax. Like, that is 100% Jax. How in the name of God did they get away with that? Oh my God! Let me know what you think there on the live stream. Like, what do you think of that? I think that's how he looks like. No, I forget actually what he looks like, but I think he has some sort of hair in the original look. I mean, I think Jax has always been bald, hasn't he? I don't know. I can't remember. Nonetheless, it's Jax, 100%. So they have messed around with his hairstyle quite a lot. See all the different changes there. That's interesting. They kind of put him beside. I wonder, were they going to just have? Were they going to just bring Max from Streets of Rage 2 into Streets of Rage 4, and then just over time just kind of evolve him into a new character? I wonder. Who's this? Unused character. It looks like, if she's on skates, it looks like that could have possibly have been maybe some kind of a relation to Skate, which is Adam Hunter's brother. So would it have been Adam Hunter's sister, or Adam Hunter's niece, or something like that? It's interesting. Unused character concept. You don't really see that much. You don't really see that much in concept art and stuff like that. I actually didn't realise it would take 30 minutes to do this. Jesus H. Christ. But another unused character. Jeez, he looks a bit. God didn't put a lot of work into that character, did they? What were they going with there? I suppose some sort of a kind of Bruce Lee type character, but then he looks like some kind of a freaking, I don't know really, some sort of a cop or something. Interesting stuff. So that's character heroes. Would I get time for enemies? I don't know, 5 minutes? Jesus Christ. I can in 5 minutes. I'll do what I can in 5 minutes to sort some enemies. But these are some kind of, you have, obviously you have Adam Hunter and Blaze Fielding beside the enemy. So these are well, this guy's not a regular enemy. This is actually a boss from Streets of Rage 1, I believe. The whipping enemy is very annoying. Very, one of the most annoying enemies in the game, to be quite honest with you. So we got some names here now. We got some names. Galzia, Electra, Y Signal, Oh, wait a second. Y signal. What actually in the original? Do you know what they call Y signal? Now you got the Y twins. Weird. Barbon. He's a boss in Streets of Rage 2, I think. We have, what's his name again? I can't see it. Abedaddy. What kind of name is that? My god. Raven the kickboxer. Fog the freaking the biker. So yeah, just this crazy fucker. He likes knives. Ah, big fat Ben. Well, I just added in the fat part, but clearly you can see that he is fat. Diamond. Hako. There's a lot of concept art. You might as well call this a digital art book. This game is just great value. I paid $21.50 or was it $22.50 or something like that. Less than €25 I paid for this game. And the amount of content you get in it is amazing. You get a story, you get so many different game modes, multiplayer, online and local. And this acts as basically a digital art book, which is, you would be paying for this in most games, as it would be included as a digital deluxe edition. You would get a digital comic or digital art book, and this is basically what you're getting. Slum, Shiva. Some of these characters I don't even recognize, to be honest with you. Gold, Bear. I think he's in Streets of Rage 2 as well. Definitely a boss in Streets of Rage 2. I think I might just get the 10 maybe, and then just kind of like return to this in a later Streets of Rage 4 live stream. There's more shots of Electra. Oh, one of the most annoying enemies in the game. Because you get too close, so she just whips you like, oh look at this, it looks like they were going to have female Freddy Krueger characters. That's what I call them. There's a boss in, this is actually the first boss in the first Streets of Rage game, and it's like a Freddy Krueger type enemy, because it looks like she has claw. Is that a claw or a whip? I can't tell. I don't know. On the left, that is Electra. Victoria, I believe they're new to Streets of Rage 4. Another annoying enemy because you know, she throws this acid type substance, and it reduces your health. So the longer you stay in it, the more it reduces your. Oh, this is an enemy. Now, what the hell that guy has to do with this guy? What the hell is this guy? To be honest with you, but this is another annoying enemy. To this day, I still can't figure out his attack pattern. I can't avoid getting hit by him, basically, put it that way. This has got to be an unused enemy because I haven't seen her. I've not seen her. Okay, so we're going to leave it for now on this enemy. It looks like something out of Saturday Night Fever. Or some shit. Some fucking John Travolta type look going on there. Oakley. So that was some extras of Streets of Rage 4. There's a lot more to come, a lot more enemies, a lot more environment. And there's even other, and then you, of course, you got the credits, which you've seen. So I wanted to do this to once again make my Streets of Rage 4 live streams different to the other. I don't want to make two Streets of Rage 4 live streams identical in any way possible. And in my next live stream of Green-HillGaming, Damien with Mortal Kombat 11 to finally kick Chronica's ass. Whenever that would be, I don't know. It could, the stream is buffering again. That could be tonight, or it could be I can buffer away. I'm going to end the thing anyway. Fuck Google, fuck YouTube. I was going to end the live stream anyway. So thank you to those who watched the live stream. I really appreciate the support as always. I hope that you enjoyed, you know, seeing a bit of background into Streets of Rage 4, background info on the characters, and a look at their design, and a look at the enemies that they battle on the Streets of Rage. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on Green-HillGaming.